Certainly doesn't help Phil.
Phil checks.
And Jennifer's got the two aces, of course. And Phil checks. Now here goes Jennifer. She's betting 5,000 at this pot. I wouldn't have bet in that spot if I'd have been Jennifer. I mean, had Phil Hellmuth had a pair there with this flop coming out there, he would have moved all his chips in 1 second. He wouldn't have given her any free chances to beat him in the pot. He's short on chips. He wouldn't have been fooling around. In my view, there's no way Phil could have a pair there. I think Jennifer's overplayed this hand. I would have given Phil one free card there. I would have hoped he would have hit something before I would have bet. I might have bet on 4th Street. I certainly wouldn't have bet the flop after Phil checked. I would have given him a chance to hit a card. There's no card he can hit that can beat her. I think Jennifer's overplayed this hand a little bit. Let's see what Phil does. And he throws his hand away.
Sure.
And Jennifer wins the pot.
Well, Mike, it looks like a lot of poker players have come down to watch this match today.
According to the New York Times, 50 million people play poker on a regular basis. And that's in the U.S. alone.
I'm from Houston, Texas, but I was born in Brooklyn, New York.
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Palo Alto, California.
I'm from England.
South Daytona, Florida.
Detroit, Michigan area.
I'm from Italy.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
From Stockholm, Sweden.
You might think everyone who plays poker is a cigar-smoking good old boy named Cowboy Wilford or Amarilla Slim. You think you know the type, or do you?
What do you do for a living?
I'm a prosecuting attorney.
I'm currently a student.
Building contractor.
Graphic designer / proofreader.
I design websites. I'm in sales.
So, now you know. The guy with the pinky ring and the cowboy hat is probably a lawyer. A real poker player looks like this. Of course, there's always the exception.
My name is Mickey Joe Casey. I'm from Hooks, Texas, and I play a little poker for a living.
Oh, that last pot, Jennifer took the lead. She has a slight lead over Phil Gordon. There are two chip leaders. Scotty's in 3rd place, and Phil is down to about the cloth here. Well, the action's on Scotty. Picks up Queen Jack offsuit, and he comes in for 2,500. And here goes Phil, Vince. He's going all in. He's got ace-8 offsuit. He throws in his last 1,800.
Yeah, I guess he has to take a stand here. Phil Gordon going out, Jennifer going out.
So we're down to the 2 world champions. Scotty has Queen Jack. Phil has ace-8 offsuit. Phil's about $1.50 favorite here. Here comes the flop. The flop is 10-8-4. Now this gives Phil a pair of 8s. However, Scotty can win the pot if a 9, a jack, or a queen comes off.
Not a bad flop for Phil Hellmuth.
Not bad, but Scotty has a lot of cards to win. A 10 comes on the turn. No help.
Still looking good for Phil. Here we go. Last card.
He's got to dodge a 9, jack, or a queen. He's done it.
Yeah.
A deuce comes at the river. Phil Hellmuth doubles up. He's temporarily off the respirator.
Absolutely. He's still alive.
You're watching one of the best, very, very best in the world play great defense.
Phil Hellmuth has a reputation in the poker world for being maybe the best no-limit hold'em player alive. But that's not all he's known for.
I have a reputation for being a bit of a baby at the table sometimes.
I'm not very entertained by your discussion. Either call o'clock or shut up.
And I've definitely lived up to that reputation.
What are you doing to me when I'm in the middle of a pot? Tell me what that is. You're not out of line? You started it, not me. I just don't like hearing all this BS in the background. I'm trying to think. Well, I have a right. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Okay, let's stop it now, huh?
I mean, I'm a competitive guy. I like to win, you know. Sometimes I don't take losing with the class that I should. My self-esteem probably wasn't as high as it should have been coming out of high school. In order to make that transition from low self-esteem at age 18 to world champion of poker, I had to develop a big ego. This last year, I've really made some major steps towards not doing that. It's something I'm working really hard on.
These antics often overshadow an almost supernatural talent.
Phil Hellmuth is very instinctive. He feels people's cards, if that makes sense. Like he just knows when somebody doesn't have anything, knows when they do.
Phil, he's good. That's the one that I need to compete. Every event, every tournament, wherever I go, that's the guy.
With 18 years as a professional, over $5 million in career winnings, and the respect of his opponents, why can't Phil shake his other reputation? Maybe we'll find out when his autobiography hits the market. What's it called?
The name of my autobiography is Poker Brat.
Phil Hellmuth is smiling again. He's built his chips up just a little bit now. He's got a little bit over 7,000.
Well, it's a great lesson of survival. Phil Hellmuth knows how to do it. He's been squirming. He's never felt comfortable today, but he's hanging in there.
Well, the price of poker's gone up one more time. The antes are now $300, and the blinds are 1 in 2,000. Now, what that means for Phil Hellmuth, who has 6,500, after he puts in the blinds and antes, he's only going to have 4,200 left. He can't get through one round, Vince. He's got to play a hand quick.
Okay, so because of the money structure, he's a desperate man. The action is going to be on Phil Gordon. He's throwing his bad hand away, a 3-deuce. Now on Jennifer was a Queen-4 offsuit. She can't play that. She throws it.
Scotty says, I'm all in.
He's going
he goes
all
all in with a Jack-10. And Phil has the Jack-8 of hearts, and he's calling him.
Look at this. He's going to call him with just a Jack-8
Well, he's
of
only
hearts.
got 4 more thousand, Vince. Scotty has Jack-10. Phil Hellmuth has Jack-8 of hearts. They shake hands. They're going for the gusto. Scotty's the favorite. Jack-10 over Jack-8 for Phil. Phil Hellmuth is going to need some help.
Jack-10 against Jack-8 of hearts.
Let's look at the flop. Here it comes.
The flop is 10.
Oh, that's a good flop for Scotty. He
Sure
hits
is.
pair of tens.
Phil Hellmuth is standing up. He knows he needs 2 runners to stay alive in this tournament. Got a 9. There's one of them. He needs a 7 or a queen, Vince, to make it straight to stay alive in this tournament, or he's going to be out.
Last card.
No.
It's a Jack. And Phil Hellmuth, former world champion, the chip leader at this final table, is the first one eliminated. He congratulates everybody, shakes everybody's hand, wishes them all well. A good sport, Phil Hellmuth. It's been a tough day for Phil. I thought he misplayed a hand early against Scotty. Jennifer Harmon set that big trap for him.
You know what? He just didn't get the cards today.
Don't go away. The action's heating up on the World Poker Tour. Well, Vince, Phil Hellmuth is out. Shauna is with our 4th place finisher right now.
Phil, it's kind of a shocker. You were chip leader going in. What happened?
I kind of thought I would win today. I could have played a little better. I was a little unlucky in 2 hands, and that sometimes can make the difference. You know, I made 2 pair and Jennifer made a flush, and then I made 3 queens and Phil made queens full of kings. So they're all playing well, and I wish them all good luck.
Back to you guys.
The former world champion, and my pick to win this tournament, Mr. Phil Hellmuth, he is out.
You are the kiss of death.
Well, let's see how the other 3 fare. Phil Gordon is the first to act here.
Now look at this.
Whoa.
Look at this. He's picked up a beautiful hand, pair of aces.
The very best hand possible. Comes in for 4,500. He's got the pocket rockets.
Jennifer has a king-8 of clubs, 2 suited cards. Is she going to play it after those aces?
Calling a raise with a king-8 out of position is normally not her style. I'll be surprised if she calls this. She throws her hand away. And now here comes Scotty Wynn. Now Scotty's picked up a king-jack offsuit. Not a bad hand. Does he want to play this hand? Looks like he's going to.
Ready.
He's raising. Scotty is raising. He is going to set Phil Gordon all in, and Phil's going to jump out of his seat. He's going to order another pina colada because he's got 2 aces. He's really going to be happy about this.
I'm all in.
Oh, it's a beautiful feeling. He loves this raise, and now he's going all in quickly with his aces.
Scotty's got king-jack offsuit.
He's all in. It's king-jack versus 2 aces here. Phil Gordon is feeling good right now. Scotty Wynn is really going up a mountain this time.
What you got there?
Here comes our flop, ace 4-9. He's flopped 3 aces. It's got to come a queen and a 10 for Scotty to win this pot. The queen came. Hey,
who knows?
If he catches the 10, he can win this pot. What a beat this would be.
You can do it. No, you got to kiss me.
Scotty's up on from his seat.
He's also got a diamond draw. He has a flush draw also.
That's right.
Whoa, a lot of outs here for Scotty.
Phil cracking his neck a little bit there.
This would be something. He doesn't do it. Phil Gordon doubles up, and it seems only fitting since he had 2 aces. Phil Gordon does a lot of things. He's a bridge expert. He's a jazz pianist. The guy retired when he's 27 years old. He's a very unique character.
Phil Gordon is a regular guy. If by regular you mean sort of friendly. Taller than most.
I'm 6'9".
Somewhat traveled.
I traveled through 60 countries, third world, on all the continents.
A bit smarter than most.
Graduated from Georgia Tech with a computer science degree when I was 20.
He's brilliant. He's an unbelievable mathematician. Can figure out things in seconds. Very smart.
Maybe with a little bit of money.
I got a job in California working for some high technology companies. 4 of my coworkers asked me to join them in a startup company in 1992. So I left my job and went to work with them. We built a very successful network management software company and eventually sold it to Cisco, which in 1996 was a very, very good deal for me.
And he's even humble.
I still don't know why Phil Gordon got invited to this pro event, but happy to be here.
Like I said, just like you and me. After all, which of us couldn't stand on a fairway 80 yards from the pin with $500 riding on one throw and do this? Just another day in the regular life of a regular guy, Phil Gordon.
Well, Phil started that hand with 13,000, so Scotty loses 13,000 out of his stack, which is going to drop him down to about 10,000 and double Phil up to nearly 28,000.
Now, Scotty had a few more chips than Phil. Table stakes, you can only lose as much as you have in front of you. Therefore, he can only lose as much as Phil had. So this is going to cripple Scotty still.
That was a serious blow he took there. Jennifer's our chip leader. Phil Gordon's not far behind her, and Scotty is a distant third. Action is on Scotty here. Now Scotty looks down and picks up the 5-4 hearts. Now he's on the short stack, but this is not a great hand at all.
He's injured badly here. He's got to make a stand. He may go for the bluff.
When he stacks them up like this, they usually go in.
10,400.
And he says yes. They go all in the pot.
He's going all in.
Scotty has gone all in. Believe me, he wants to pick up the pot with this hand. He doesn't want to get played with. He has a 5 high.
Jennifer standing up because she has a pretty decent hand.
Phil Gordon passes her a drink. He says, take a swig of this. You might call him.
She's got a dilemma.
Now, Jennifer's our chip leader with over 40,000. Does she want to jeopardize over 12,000 of her chips with this marginal hand, with a King 10? And double Scotty up, making him even a demon at the table. This is her dilemma. Is he putting a move on? Is he a desperado? Is he a desperate character? She's got to analyze this. This is what poker's all about. You got to make these decisions over and over in these championship events. Here she goes. She is called.
She's doing it. She doesn't believe him.
Give her credit. She's picked him off. Scotty, even Scotty smiles.
He's laughing.
He knows that she's called him.
4 5 hearts against King 10.
They're turning the cards over. Scotty's sick.
She has King 10. What a call by Jennifer here. Scotty has 5-4. Here comes the flop. Ace 8-4. Scotty has made a pair. Scotty is now the favorite to win this hand.
Good luck, baby.
Queen on a turn.
Next card.
Well, it's a queen. It gives her more outs. She can win this pot with a king, a jack, or a 10.
The river card is going to be...
River card is.
It's a 7.
Scotty wins the pot with 2 4s.
Well done.
Scotty Wynn, who was trying to bluff that pot, got lucky. He made a pair.